back with this season. This time we play 15-minute long. And yeah, so yeah. I think we won last game, then the Patriots, we beat the Patriots by 135 to 13, no, 10, and yeah. So, hold on a minute. Oh my man. So we are to, who's on the thing is Tannehill. We got 2 Titans players. Okay, first, we're on the week 1. Got Tannehill. The top week 1. Got Cardinals, Rams, 2 Titans on this one. Week 2 is 1 Titans, 1 Jets, 1 Tampa Bay, and 1 Eagles. Now, week 3 is 2 Titans, 1 Cardinals, and 1 Giants on top week 3. Now we have a bye week on week 4, I think.
Yeah. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan.
And yeah, so yeah.
Now we on top once again.
Yeah, bye week 4. Yeah, game on week 5 is away week. Oh, that type of me, like,
mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B.
So, yeah.
Felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, I feel righteous. New sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough. I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins on the wheel, so spinning. I told them.
We might have to sign him.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in the drop of the 10. Now we on top once again.
Try to keep most of our players.
I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the air. Now we on top. Got a spot.
We got Power, the second team quarterback for
if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was
yeah,
they just watched and they take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on time. I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who is the dummy that I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the air. Now we on 10.
Update players, we are about to go to. We supposed to have Jones. I don't know what happened to Jones. Hold on. We got Tower. We got Nick Pink. We got good still screen for so I'm not upgrade him. Upgrade his stuff with clip. And yeah. I don't know how long the stream will be. I'll probably end the stream by like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. But yeah. We have technically could be 3.
This is second nature, all is automatic.
Why is those dogs? he...
You fools hurt. Jesus well.
Everything will be good. Speed will be 99. Everything time will be.
Prime time, over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuff. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief. Loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turn me to a beast. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottle, roll through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch it work, watch it hate, watch them lurk. Can't relate, watch it stir. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they say. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottle, roll through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Flag on the plate.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a flag on the plate.
yeah, yeah.
Flag on the plate.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the plate. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, he ain't letting me. Make a throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money going, tryna get that second flag on the plate. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the plate. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake it back. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill.
good now.
That's a whole field. He don't want no championship. Get him out of here. I just gotta say, like I run up in the backfield.
89,
I just gotta say, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worried about no formers. Running out the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta. How you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole thing. I just dropped the bag, got a tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through station. Call me tired, girl, I hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red.
Hey ha 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 ha.
You wanna say ha ha? Who is this? I think this is my uncle. I'm gonna look at the chat right now.
Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with say.
What's up, man?
Like a safety, you boys ain't shake play. That's a call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that
What's up, man?
flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag. Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play.
I don't know, I'm about to get into it in a minute. I'm trying to do this with both of my players. I do have a face cam, but it's not hooked up with my PC right now. I might get another face cam with my PS4.
It's me, King Fam from YouTube.
Oh, what's up, man? What's up, man? What's up? I have 2 channels. I have 2 channels YouTube. I have 1 channel for my PC. Guys, I have 8 subscribers in this one, and this one I'm streaming on my PS4 right now. I have 8, I think now. If you subscribe my PC, I had to be 9 subscribers. If you subscribe my PS4, I'd be 34 subscribers. Seahawks at 425 today. Yeah, so. Oh no, I'm trying to get most of this done because this takes a while to.
I'm a big fan of you.
Oh, you are? If you are, can you subscribe? is pretty good as well.
I got Madden 2 too.
Okay. I might get it soon. I got everyone, okay. So I'm in my bye week. So let's start. Make sure who's the injuries.
I to play Madden 2-1.
Okay.
I want to play Madden 2-1.
Okay. Go ahead. If you want to play next to me, go ahead. And then send me your gaming tag.
Fellas, I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Let's go, Brown. Oh, no way how I did that. Wide open. Ah, come on.
Set for 30! Ready, hot!
Oh my god. Oh my god, what's wrong with my quarterback?
Here we go. With 30, pick up.
Catch the ball.
Here we go. Lady, let's be hot.
Good do a fake.
Here we go. Good 80. We hot.
Oh
Gentlemen, achieving our goals
Run it.
starts right here on the practice field. I can't
in
stress that
practice.
enough. You all know we have lofty goals for this season. If you want to achieve those goals, we gotta raise our game. Today just wasn't good enough. So next practice, we have to be much better.
Let's go.
No run it.
Not in the game. I didn't practice it. I'm busy. God, I can't I'm in practice, I can't.
Cack it.
Gentlemen, achieving our goals starts right here on the
I'm in
practice
practice,
field.
I
I
can't.
can't
Now
stress
I'm up
that
with my
enough.
game.
Solid.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all
You
up.
wanna play
The
this
way you
thing, hurry
feel,
up.
you might do it for the
Send me
bug.
your,
All black. born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi splash you. I finally something to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch till you saw a lot tired of trying. Go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer from media. Keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why do people try to define infrastructure? I don't got time. Infrastructure, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about your butts, protecting the sons and daughters from bullet and come and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drip, can't catch my wave.
If you want to play with me, hurry up, man. If you want.
Never play by the rules, that's I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Ties in the culture, hit you with them can ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so slow, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drip, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing right through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow. We'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff for Lindsay. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Daniel Carlson on board.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. Not much there, only a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. An incredibly now a hit and a loose football. Still going inside the 30. It's picked up by the Titans. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a dump off here complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll run it with Hill. That time on the end. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Brian Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks...
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's picked up by the Titans.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Johnson, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
I need this room thing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, Watson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill.
Let's go.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Anthony Ferkser with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do?
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Give them 32 on the play.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a route is on here in this first half. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
That's the only thing they could do.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? We move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Titans take over 1st.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain it when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's what is really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and trying to count for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Buying time to his left.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Brings up 2nd.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Tannehill now to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Shaq Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. They are, however, facing 4th down. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
The kick is good. Makes the score Titans 34.
And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, what, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it? And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. pass. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down now. It's Lindsay, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watson off play action. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down. Incomplete. Here's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Titans on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He may try and run for this. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
First down, Titans.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. That incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Tannehill flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the counter, it's Hill.
Come on.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Oh my God.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's the wrong button.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Oh my God.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown Titans.
Complete to number 11.
A.J. Brown, 88 yards. And this Titan offense is running away with this one.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short, now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a good return up past the 30. It's picked up by the Titans.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really...
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Brian Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As his guys continue to pour it on. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They're on 34-yard line.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Ryan Tannehill sacked. A fumble on the play.
2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off near the 32. 2. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Brian Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 34-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you nowhere to go here? He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking sideline, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, that was dangerous. Tannehill threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards the pickup. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Brian Hill on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st down, Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
19 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Tannehill. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
For Antonio Brown. Incomplete.
Here's Tannehill. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. Preston Williams, a touchdown reception.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man to man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, how what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And he's got it. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Sets him up first and goal. Now it's Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
5 yards.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. McCann's kick up and good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
81.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what do you get symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's third and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And, oh, boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Anthony Ferguson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredible, now a hit and a loose football. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And now a hit and a loose football. Look at him go inside the 30. It's picked up by the Titans. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Flushed out right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And this Titan offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44, then downfield. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. A gain of a good pickup there, 26 yards. First back to throw, Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Anthony Ferguson from 19 yards away. Now the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, James. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. On 1st down, it's Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. To throw is Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. Now here's Hill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, James. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack.
Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
a gain of 19 yards.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Grenard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably... And look at this. It's a fake. Shelling through the defense. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down.
21-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 35, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Tennessee.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
31-yard line.
James now throwing after the interception. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's now 3rd down and long.
To throw is James. Throwing on 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone. And the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. Knocks him over.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. McCann's kick up and good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. 37-yard. Now Tannehill out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll run with Hill. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 30.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this one is right down the middle.
The kick is good.
And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very...
Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he comes back with one complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we've seen this before. He's made 6 already, and now he'll try to become just one of a handful of men to make 7 in a game.
The kick is good.
So it's a drive that ends in 3, and I know that line sounds familiar. It's because I've said it 7 times now, and that leaves him 1 short of the NFL record of 8 field goals in 1 game.
It has been a lot of settling for 3. But I'll tell you what, it's nice to know that you have someone this reliable to turn to.
At their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
Tucker McCann for the extra.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
7-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And more. Operating from the gun, James. And that is incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now Brown. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back-to-back and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. They're all finished in that game in Cleveland. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. Baker Mayfield, he was the story there with 4 touchdown passes. James on 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, James. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time by Kevin Byard. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
First and 10.
So here we go. He's made 7. This to tie the record with 8 field goals made in a game. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. And victory was theirs, and that's exactly what
49ers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside...
Hey yo, yeah. About $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put the ball. They like, oh, wait a minute, like that makes sense. Don't really get it. I'm ready to get it to the chicken. That JT finger looking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good part. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot, but I can check up all of my sauce. Hey yo, Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check, hoodie check, shorts check, Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the back and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm say. Got a new Prestos and the J's in the way. Got a new Chris Foss, ready around the same time. I pull up on the hop, if it's up too high. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Look at my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bracket, then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more on my wrist.